Hey guys, so I recently came across a person from MIT doing a live stream for a Leetcode medium, and like contrary to what it appears on LinkedIn, like people solving two lead codes in 30 for 40 minutes, I think she struggled with one lead code medium in like an hour or so. And that is something that I expect more from myself as well. So I thought I would start putting these videos out on YouTube just in case someone else is struggling too. So as you can see, um, I have solved like 64 questions, and 10 of them, like I also have 10 in progress that I probably got a TLE on. So, and it's a 45.87% acceptance rate, mostly medium, mostly easies and mediums. So I'll be doing a new medium today, which is combination sum 2. So let's begin, and I'll put this on YouTube. Given a collection of candidates, and a target number target, find all unique combinations in candidates where the candidate numbers sum to target. Okay. Each number in candidates may only be used once in the combination, and the solution set must not contain duplicate combinations. Let's look at the example a bit. So, so the very first thought that comes into my mind, it's like a brute force thing. That say you can include a number in the combination sum or not. So there are just two possibilities. It's binary, and like you could generate them using backtracking. So let's see what could be the size of this. So it could be 100. So that would be like 2 to the 100 combinations, going through 2 to the 100 combinations. That might actually be a lot. So, but let's start with coding that first. That's usually where I begin. Like with most mediums, what happens is that, like I've solved a few, right? I'm able to solve them in some time, and then I get a TLE, like time limit exceeded. Let's try to code this. This is Leetcode 40. I put that. So how do we backtrack it? Let's say void backtracking. Vector of integer instances and vector of integer instance and vector of integer, and with this one we pass by reference candidates and integer counter. So there's this candidates array, and we are going to keep a track of the counter as to where we are in the candidates array. And Is that enough for backtracking? So you have candidates, you're going through it, you're adding it to the instance, and as soon as the counter becomes equal to candidates.size, you push it to instances, and then you go through each instance and see if it generates the result, and if it's present. Okay, yeah, we could do that. So if counter equal to candidates.size, instances dot pushback instance. And let's just see how much time it's been. So it's 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Else, else, what do we do? Okay, instances has to be passed by reference. I forgot that. So, yeah, there are two things that we do. Okay, instance dot pushback candidates counter instance pop back. So these are the two things, and in between I'm going to do a backtracking of instances. Instance is not passed by reference. Candidates is and counter +1. The same thing after I pop it back. So instance candidates and counter +1. So we either push it or we don't push it. Okay, let's do one more thing here. Instance dot sort. Okay, let me just see std sort C++. It's std sort, right? So I think we just do sort instance dot begin instance dot end. So you sort instance and then you push it back in instance. Could I instead do a set? Because if it's a set, I won't have to worry about unique or not unique. And in that case, instances dot insert might work fine. So these would be all the instances that I would need in combination sum 2. Okay, let's try this. Set of vector of integer instances, vector of integer instance, size 0. Backtracking instances, instance, candidates, and counter is 0. The next is, since I got all the combinations in instances, okay, for auto instance, for auto iter in instances, okay, because this is a vector, right? Sum plus equals iter 2, and okay, vector of integer result. If sum equal to target result dot pushback iter and return result. Let's see if it passes. Okay, yes, in this case it passes. Let's try to submit it. I'm pretty sure I will get a time limit exceeded on this one. Memory limit exceeded. Okay, so yeah, this is what I usually say, like I am able to solve medians, and okay, this one was relatively quick because I already knew what backtracking is. So now let's try and work through this. Each number in candidates mean, let's try and think. Can we add some optimizations? Are all the numbers okay? The problem is how, Okay, not time limit exceeded. It's about 2 to the 100 combinations, right? Well, if I can reduce it to 2 to the 30, then maybe. Like, this is a workaround, but let's pass target itself as well. Integer and target. And okay, that if counter equals target, return. If counter equals okay, 30, right? So 0 to, let's say it's 30. So 0 to 29 is 30. And as soon as it gets to 30, there will be at least as many ones. So yes, else if or no, that's not counter. If instance.size equals target, return. So if the size of the instance becomes equal to the target, then we anyways don't want it. So you can only keep 30 in there. Else if counter gets to candidates.size, then it's okay. Let's try this. Let's try target plus 1. Yeah. Again, it's memory limit exceeded. What other optimizations we could do? Okay, integer counter, that's there. Let's try something like integer sum and integer and target. So if sum equals target, let's do this. If sum becomes equals to target, then become this. If this happens, let's just return. Else, and okay, 0 is the counter, 0 is the sum. So sum is being passed here, right? So counter plus 1 and sum plus candidates counter plus sum. Else if sum is greater than target, or does this work? Let's see. And if this works, then in that case, it's just right. We just needed a set to not get duplicates. Let's try this one. Again, memory limit exceeded. So see, even if you, how much time has it been? Okay, 23 minutes. At this point, I usually begin to run out of ideas when I've tried a couple of optimizations and still. And this is, I think, the problem with mediums. It's not that you can still think of them logically, like hard ones are usually beyond logic, they usually have a trick. Mediums can be done using brute force, but then you will get time limit exceeded, or in this case, memory limit exceeded. What the hell? Okay, so let's look at solutions and then try it ourselves. I don't have a premium, so I don't think I can look at it. This Let's ask AI. Um, is there an issue in code? Okay, I think that's uh-huh. But okay, if you want to do it this way, can it still work? Let's try this. Maybe if you see it will give the wrong answer. Yeah, I'm beginning to see, let yeah, it's I kind of get, but it's like it's difficult to implement the logic, right? Let's let me try this approach. Yeah, I have no clue why this worked. Where is the current combination? So you are storing it. Okay, okay. Now that's a good one. So you are, uh-huh. So there is a current combination and you keep modifying it. Yeah, that explains it. So yeah, I guess this one is done. Um, I could also try solving another one. Just a minute. Hmm, let's try. Should we try a hard one or should I leave it for later? I think let me try a hard one. No, no, maybe next time. Maybe next time. So